there, welcome. Welcome to Homekeepers. Come on in, my friend. So glad to be here with you today. Hope everything's really good in your life. And if it's not what you think is good, I can tell you that our Father is good, and He wants good things for you. And you might be going through a rough patch right now, but He's right there with you. He said He would be. He said He would never leave you nor forsake you. That never is an absolute word, and you can count on it. We're going to have a wonderful program today. I'm excited to introduce to you a set of twins, ladies, and they're both doctors. They have doctorates in education. Dr. Arlene Brinkley and Dr. Marlene Brinkley. And yes, they are identical. And we're going to talk about this book. I've read so many books, but never ever picked up one, anything like this. This one surprised me. And it's about changing the whole kind of face and structure and kind of a spirit, too, of a corporation. And, you know, whether you're in the church work, whatever kind of work you're in, if you have a strategy, if you have an attitude, if you have the right way of thinking, it's going to be so much more successful. And these girls have pinned this. It's called Tribes That Thrive. And they tend to think that, you know, if you're in a big corporation, you're in that tribe. And very well written, wonderful book. We're going to be talking about it. And I'm going to join Stephanie. And, you know, growing up, I always thought making a custard pie would be kind of hard. So I said, let's try one. And we did. It looks pretty good. You know, just that regular custard pie. It really is kind of a comfort food, I think. So we'll show you what we made. Before I join her, though, I again want to offer you, we've had to order these this the third time, the Homekeepers cookbook. And there's a picture of Stephanie and Wanda and myself, and we have lots of fun in the kitchen, you know that. For a gift of $20, you'll get that book, and it's got 100 recipes in it. Probably a lot of your favorites and some that you didn't see on the show because you weren't home, you didn't have your little TV, your little phone with you. Stephanie knows how to use a phone, and
everyone knows how to use a phone.
Not really. You're standing next to someone that's not too smart.
You can use a phone.
But you can watch Homekeepers on your phone, can't you?
Sure. So can you.
Okay, I just need to learn how. Anyway, that's $20, and we'll remind you.
And it's not just recipes.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things. You can look through it, and it's all in order. Mm-hmm. You know, main
has
dishes
all different kinds of ideas and measurements,
mm-hmm.
and just it's fun.
You know, there's a gentleman in Alabama I found out about, and he's kind of not ever been able to go to school or things like that. There was some deficiencies, but he likes Homekeepers.
Nice.
So I sent him a cookbook.
I love that.
Yes. So he's got pictures of you and Wanda and
wonderful
and all, because he's one of us.
I love that.
Okay.
Okay, so we took a 9-inch pie crust, and I'm just going to show you because we've already done part of it. But what you do is you get the egg white, mm-hmm. okay, and I put the yolk in here, and you beat it up a little bit, okay, and then you take a paint, well, we use a paint, like mm-hmm. a brush, and mm-hmm. we brushed it, and we baked it for about 9 minutes. Uh-huh. So it's partially baked.
Egg wash, they call it.
Yes, with the egg wash. So then I would just put the rest of it in here, okay? So this is just 4 eggs, 4 large eggs. Mm-hmm. And
have you ever made this before?
I have made, like I told you, more like cream cakes, like coconut cream, banana cream.
See, I always thought it'd be
never
real hard, but it's not.
Well, when you gave me this, I was like, oh, a custard pie. Mm-hmm. We're always excited when things work out. Mm-hmm. So I was really excited this morning because it actually mm-hmm. worked. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's 4 eggs. We have a lot of sugar. It's 3/4 cup sugar, but
I thought it was too sweet. I wouldn't use all of it.
How about that? There, how about that?
Yep.
Okay. And then I have a teaspoon of vanilla, right? Yep. I have a little bit of salt.
And you get it all together, and then she just whisked and whisked.
Yes,
and whisked.
yes. Because while the pie crust was baking this morning for 9 minutes, I just kept whisking. So we've, here, you clean up my mess, would you? Thanks. Be my little sous chef here. I have a cup of heavy cream and a cup and a half of milk, okay? I mean, it's just so yummy.
And then you just thoroughly mix it.
So, and then what else you can do, if you don't want to use a crust, you can simply put this in ramekins, like we did.
We did.
It's delicious. This is
Because these pie tins are a little bit small
they're
for this
small
recipe.
for this, yes.
So we put it in a couple of ramekins and then we ate them. That's what
Well,
you do.
we ate one of them. And we'll show you the other one because it's gorgeous. And then we have ground nutmeg, which smells divine. So you just keep mixing this until you have a nice silky consistency. We have our partially baked pie crust.
Well, these are wonderful. You buy them. They're
Yes.
frozen. These are the frozen ones, right?
Yes.
And then the others that you can just, yeah. And
Do
so
yourself a favor. Unless you're that home baker that loves to make your own crusts, just do
it
yourself a
probably
favor.
tastes great.
Yes.
My mother made good pies.
You want to get me 2 more little ramekins?
Yes,
Thanks.
they're up here.
Yeah, so I'm just going to pour what I can in here, and then we'll make 2 more little ramekins, because, again,
Yeah, because
this is a lot of stuff.
it needs a little bit bigger pie shell.
Yeah, and I had put this on a cookie sheet to bake,
Yes.
and I was glad I did, because a
It
little bit.
overflowed a little bit.
Yes. Thank you. So put it on a cookie sheet, and then bake it 45 to 55 minutes at 400. Now bring over the gorgeousness that is
Yes,
our pie.
ma'am.
Look at
Look at
it.
that.
It worked.
Well, did you ever get the idea that they were hard? I did.
I did. That's why I was like, I don't know if we're going to be eating custard pie today or
wearing
drinking
it.
custard pie. I mean, look how beautiful that is. How, wouldn't you love to serve that one afternoon? You have ladies over, and you have ramekin full of
And of
custard.
course, you know that custard, it just kind of slides down. It's
Yeah,
like
so
a
I'm just
comfort
putting
food.
nutmeg on the top before I bake it, okay?
It's coming out good. I just need
It's
to.
lovely. I'm so excited.
I'd like to hear from the ladies, and I'd like to know those that make their own pie crust now. There are so many.
I used to.
There are so many shortcuts nowadays.
It's just exciting when something works. I'm just telling you, not everything works.
I think she needs to calm down. It's just a pie.
No, it's just exciting. Look, it's like it's right.
The texture is excellent.
And it tastes
Aren't we proud of us?
so good.
Of course, you did it all.
No.
I washed the dishes.
She said, "Aren't we proud of us?" And then she corrected herself because she knew I did it all and she did the dishes.
But you do need a clean work.
But I hate doing dishes. I'll take it all day. Okay?
Let me tell you something. That is delicious.
It's so good.
You know when you get that after bite, it's
That
either bad or good. It's
nutmeg,
good.
Yep.
So, if you want this creamy custard pie recipe, it's absolutely free. The information is coming up on your screen, and you can choose the way you would like to receive it. We'll get it right out to you. And then I want you to meet my guests. You are going to love these ladies. I promise you. You really will, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
If you would like a copy of today's recipe, you may receive it by contacting us through social media as listed on the screen. When requesting a copy through the mail, be sure to include a self-addressed stamped envelope. Thank you, and please know we always appreciate hearing from our viewers.
Okay, I am so pleased to introduce you to Arlene and Marlene. Both of them have doctorates. Brinkley, welcome. Welcome to Homekeepers.
Thank you.
And I am so impressed that you both got your education. And do twins, you can tell these are identical twins, do they always want to do the same thing?
Well, basically, because we grew up together, and and also with our parents, they were educators, so that's all.
You
we
had
know,
no
really.
choice.
We had no choice.
Praise God. Yes. I just wonder if someday there'll be some real studies of, especially identicals in the womb. You know what goes on
Yes,
there, because
yes.
when you watch them through the years, there's something just special.
It's such
So
a
special.
close-knit,
Uh-huh.
close-knit also.
Okay, I want to find out, you have taught in schools, right?
Yes.
Correct. Correct.
What grades?
We did the elementary grades,
Mm-hmm.
and we also taught in Sunday school. You know, 'cause that's where you get your first
Foundation.
experience.
God bless you. I think Sunday school is one of the greatest things that ever happened.
Yes, yes. And we had opportunity to reach a lot of children through our teaching in Wednesday night Bible study and Sunday school also, because that's really important.
Yes, and you had the bonus of knowing how.
Yes,
Exactly.
Knowing how
yes.
to teach. This book really surprised me. I've done this show for 20 years, so I've read a lot of books because I like to interview authors.
Right.
Yes.
You know, you have a subject that you can really
Right.
dig into. But this is about the corporate world.
Yes.
Yes.
What was it that, have you worked in the corporate world? What was it that made you write a whole book about it?
Well, Tribes That Thrive is a book about working in different cultures, because we go in and out of culture every day. You can be in the business world, you can be in the media world, because there are different worlds that we have to enter in and out. So because we were educators in Pinellas County schools, we were able to have many, many experiences in different areas.
Right.
And also the communication is very important, because without communication, we cannot commune with one another. So we had to learn to share our experiences
And
with
also
others.
And also in adjust within the teams that you collaborate with every day. So anytime that you're collaborating with the teams, you have to make sure that you're contributing, because most time people are just sitting back and they want to know what can they contribute. So this is a time that you really need to know yourself and what do you have to offer.
You either contribute or you're a drag, right?
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
Exactly.
On the whole
Yes,
situation.
the whole
Exactly.
situation. And it starts at home, like on Homekeepers. It starts at home.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it goes abroad from there. So however you
That's your
behave.
first corporation.
That's your
Yes,
first
that's your
corporation.
first corporate entity that we learn to get our values and principles,
and
strategies,
And we had
and
both
life.
our parents in the home, so we were able to glean from both of them. And one thing that they did do, they always read in the house. Okay, we saw our parents read in the house, and that is so important, because
Right.
we have, since we have worked in Pinellas County school system, the public school system, there are many times that the children are home, but there are no books in the house. We
Preach it, sister.
Yes, we
Yeah.
were brought up with books in the house, magazines, newspapers, and we saw our parents read, so we were interested in reading too.
That's half the battle right there.
Exactly.
Because
Yes.
it creates that curiosity that
Yes.
really will
Yes.
propel you through.
Yes.
Did you have other siblings?
Yes, we have a older brother. He passed, but he was much older than us, like almost like a decade
Did he know
older
what in
than
the
us.
world to do with two girls when they arrived?
Well, he had a problem at first. My parents always told us the story where when we were born, he wanted to know how long were we staying.
He was ready for us to leave as soon as we
You're
got
probably
there.
still asking that. Well, you know, what you said is so very important. I have a great-granddaughter. She's
Yes.
9, I think, now. They take her to the library every 2 weeks. I kid you
Excellent.
not. She
Excellent.
comes back with about
Oh,
15
yes, love
books.
it, love
She
it.
reads them all.
Yes.
You get some more.
Yes.
I've been buying her some of these brain game things
Yes.
that you can sit and put letters
Right.
together, words together, and,
And
so
that's
forth.
And then
definitely
the
important.
reading helps them build knowledge, help them to dream, because your dreams are so important. So having that outlet, even like nowadays, since a lot of the children are stressed
Yes.
and not knowing what to do, how to handle things, that book is a good outlet for them to relieve stress, and they can dream and have some different thoughts.
Yeah, because a lot of them are from broken homes
Exactly.
Yes.
or
Yes.
homes that are broken, but they're still together.
Yes.
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 And it breaks your heart,
It
doesn't it?
does.
What breaks
It
my heart
does.
is the fatherlessness in
Yes.
this nation.
Yes,
Yes.
it's
It's-
definitely need to be addressed.
Yes, what needs to be addressed is one man, one woman for life in a
Yes.
holy marriage covenant.
Okay,
Yes,
just
true.
tell it like it is.
Yes.
Yes.
That's true.
yes. Okay, tribes that thrive. Where'd you get the term tribes? When I
Well-
saw that, my mind went everywhere and didn't land on the right answer.
Right. Well, we came up with this book because we wanted to do a book on leadership, because we have been in a lot of different groups, and we've seen a lot of different leadership, and that's either in church or in we said the corporate world, and that'd be especially in education. We have so many leaders. Many times you have different principals that's over you, and each one of them have their own different way of things. But what we wanted to take from those experiences that we had experienced is to see what are some of the things that need to be addressed. And we noticed that many times the collaboration is not there.
Now, what do you mean by that?
Well, they will. Okay, usually when they have different meetings, they have an agenda, which is good. But sometimes some of the topics that they might cover, there might be someone in that particular room that might have the answer to it, but they'll never address that person or ask, does
Right.
anyone have a way of solving this particular problem?
Correct.
So then you still have the problem even after the meeting is gone. So we wanted to address a
That's
lot of those
good.
issues.
How would this be for pastors?
Oh, this is perfect.
Wow,
for pastors.
perfect for pastors
yes.
because it says a change agent's guide to transforming corporate culture. Churches are not the same. The way we do business is not the same
Right.
anymore. So we have to learn to know who we have among us, what people are in the congregation, because you have the gold mine right there within the setting
Good way to put
itself. So when you have a tribe, you must. It's like we stated in our book that if you look at the word tribe, you see the word rib, R-I-B. So that rib covers the body, the upper body. So when you are not, you don't know who you have to cover you, to protect you within your organization. That's why we said that any culture, I don't care if it's church or whatever, you have to know who you have in the midst, because you don't even have to go outside the sector. You can look right among yourselves of people
And then this
that
is
have.
the reason why they need to have surveys.
Yes.
And you need to have processes in place.
Yes.
You can't do something different if you're doing something the same. So you need some other processes in place in order to get that out of people. What do you have that you can
Yeah, a lot
contribute?
of churches do that.
Yes.
Exactly.
They'll
And-
pass out a survey.
Yes.
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 And some of them, the most important thing that we see that people need to commune with one another and collaborate and see who we have with us. And so we've learned that since we've been twins and that's all we know of, we learn to connect with one another. And yes, sometimes we might not agree, but it's okay to disagree and
Speak the
and
truth in
still
love.
agree.
Right.
You know, on one stand. So what we've learned that if companies learn to empower those that they have within, then the whole body, which we said a corporate man, will be functional. So we learn to operate. If you cooperate, you learn to operate as a functioning body, and then you go to that full stature of a man. Because the full stature is that everyone is working in their own capabilities from every level.
And
you
then
have
you
every
won't,
level.
then you won't have to be jealous of what somebody
Yes.
else is doing. If you stay in your lane and do what you are called to do, then it makes the whole body operate together. So that way that you don't have to say, oh, I wish I could be. No, don't try to be like anyone else.
Yeah,
Be
it sounds like the
yourself.
Apostle Paul.
That's
Yes.
it. Be
Yes,
yourself.
be yourself.
And every member is important.
Yes,
Exactly.
every
If
member.
you just joined me, I am talking to Dr. Marlene and Dr. Arlene Brinkley, and they have used the word collaborated.
Yes.
You collaborated
Yes.
on this book.
Yes.
didn't
Yes,
you?
we did.
Okay, Tribes That Thrive. The information's on the screen. Can they get this at Amazon and Barnes and Noble and all those?
Yes, we have our we have a Kindle on Amazon, and we have the book is on our website. They should have our
Okay,
website.
we've got that up.
AgentsTransformerCultures.com.
Yeah. One thing I think is so important, and I wish I had realized its importance a lot younger. And that's being kind and respectful.
Yes. Yes.
That goes so far.
Yes.
Yes.
It goes a long, long way. And these leaders are going to get more and better work out of people that they'll be
Yes.
nice to and
Yes,
appreciate and say
exactly.
thank you once in a
Yes.
while. And we're
And
glad you're
celebrate.
with us. It doesn't take much.
No.
Yes.
It's not
no,
rocket
it's not
science.
hard.
No.
Celebration,
And it's celebration.
is celebration to others. Be happy for others. It's the key.
As you put this together, and there's several chapters that outline a specific thing to make
Yes.
your
Yes.
organization work together
Yes.
better. What do you think is the most important and what's the most lacking?
The most important, I believe, is to mentor. We need to learn to mentor one another. And as we learn to mentor one another, then that person goes out, the things that they were taught, then they can teach someone else. So it said, reach one, teach one to reach one. So it's important to be a mentor, because if you don't have anyone, a legacy that you're leaving for
It's a
someone
failure.
else, because this
It's a failure.
generation needs generational transformers, like you said, transform, that can help them transform their world. And so it's important to be mentored.
Well, it's kind of what Jesus did with the disciples.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
All of these are really biblically based.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It definitely is.
Yes.
Which is the way it works. But you know what I was thinking about this as I was reading the book, that all of these businesses started out really tiny.
Yes,
Correct,
foundation.
correct.
Yes.
The foundation.
I mean, J.P. Morgan didn't
yes.
Just
appear
spring up.
like this.
Yes.
Correct.
So, to me, the thought was anybody that's mowing lawns
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
ought to,
Yes.
ought to
Yes,
get
it
this
doesn't
understanding.
matter
It'd save them a
wherever
lot
you
of
are. Yes.
heartache, wouldn't it?
It
Yes,
will.
it will. And it's for everyone. It's
And-
not
and-
just for, because like I said, we go in and out of culture every day.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. We still go in and out of culture. And some things we understand and some things we don't. But as we learn to cooperate with one another, then we'll understand one another, and then we won't have, there is no jealousy. There's just only, how can I help you? As in
Yeah,
other words,
support.
servitude.
Yeah. Having that
We
support.
serve one another.
It's not only the biblical principles, but it's grown-ups.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. The
Yes.
maturity.
Maturity.
Have adults
The
act
maturity.
like adults.
That's
Yes.
true.
That
That's true.
that would be very helpful.
That's true.
You talk about a visionary, and the Bible says, without a vision, the people perish.
Yes.
So you have these questions. Where is the organization going? Why is the organization going there? And how does each tribe member, that whole idea of tribes is very, very interesting
Yes.
because it's very inclusive. It's kind of
Right.
one thing, but very inclusive, right?
Right. And you know that our Heavenly Father started the tribe because he put his people into tribes because there was so many of
That's
them.
right.
And he the one that started it. So everything goes back to the Father.
Mm-hmm.
So he created tribe. He wanted his people to be in little groups so they can be able to manage. And it's a good management system too, where even though God had them in tribes, each one of the tribes had a job to do. So that means whatever job they had to do, they had to work together to get that job
Yes.
done. So it always go back to the beginning.
Very
He created it.
And how does each tribe member fit into the organization? I've often used the phrase, and I think I do believe it, everything descends from leadership.
Yes, yes.
definitely.
Yes, it
Whether it's in
does.
the pulpit
Yes.
or it's behind the
Right.
president's desk
Exactly.
or whatever.
Yes.
And that's, every leader ought to,
They need
Yes.
this book.
everything descends from leadership. And what a great opportunity to be a leader
Yes.
of whatever that
That's awesome.
you're molding lives.
Yes.
If you're hiring people, you're making their lives better,
Yes.
Absolutely.
more prosperous. If every leader could just get that vision
Yes.
that you're talking about.
Right, and,
Yes.
and along with that vision, if you really have that vision at heart and really are consistent with that vision, even if that leader goes somewhere else, you're there because of the vision, not so much of the person. So that is very important to keep that in mind.
Well, this book really surprised me, and I congratulate you for doing
Thank you.
something in
Thank you.
another lane.
Thank you.
There's a lot of self-help books out there,
Yes.
a lot
Yes.
of them,
Yes.
and a lot of good Christian books and all.
Yes.
But this book, never seen one quite like it, but also it gives you building blocks
Yes.
Yes.
to make your
Yes.
life better and your
Yes.
family.
Yes. Yes.
Some of these things are really going to be good in a family.
Yes.
Exactly.
If you think of your
Yes.
family as a tribe,
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
for
So
sure.
true. And we're just excited, you know, that we even had opportunity to write it together.
Right.
Because most books, when they write, you know, like they have a partnership, they don't do it in a joint
Right. And that was
venture. We
something
did
that
ours
we-
as a joint
yeah.
venture. So
I've
We
noticed
thought
you
about
kind
that.
of
We thought
finish
about
each
that
other's
too.
sentences.
yes, we do.
You're very fascinating.
We thought about that when we wrote the book. We wanted to make it as a team, you know, because
Yes.
the tribe is a team. And we did not really want someone to say, well, this came from Dr. Arlene and this one came from Dr. Marlene. We wanted to put it as a unity and a body of, so that we have a whole and not a half.
You know, another thing, because when you think of how Jesus was always there for the least,
Yes.
for the down and out, or no, the smallest person in your company
Yes.
should really feel
Yes.
important.
Everyone.
Everyone.
And that
Not-
descends from leadership.
Yes.
So if you're a boss and you're real cranky and kind of mean, shame on you.
Yes.
Get this
Yes.
book.
Yes.
Talk to
yes.
Jesus.
Talk- yes, first.
First.
And then I think it's important for us to learn how to speak to one another and be around one
Yes.
another.
Yes.
And it's just so important because times have changed, and a lot of young people, you know, they don't want you harping all over them. They want you to listen to them, but also gain from them, and they can gain from us too, just as much as we can gain from them. And then you take those ages and cultures and put them together and work
Right.
together.
Well, you've
change the
really
world.
brought up a lot
Yes.
of important things. We are out of time, but I think it's been most informative. I hope it has for you as well, because so many of the things in this book, the tribes that thrive, and lady, your family's tribe, you want them to thrive, really could be very, very well translated to the family. And you'd get a lot of good results from that. Absolutely. We're out of time, but please join me next time, remembering no higher calling than that of a homekeeper. God bless you.
If you should miss a Homekeepers program, you can catch up by going to www.ctnonline.com. Click on CTN Programs and then on Homekeepers.